What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to Chamakh episode 7 and I am currently at my brother's house.
What's up guys, Nick here.
And I'm going to be showing you guys some Chamakh gameplay as always, and wow, Chamakh was absolutely brilliant. But before we get going into the gameplay guys, I do want to remind you, if you want some FIFA coins, there's a link down below to a website called FIFA Coins Online. They sell for a good price and they are completely legit, so if you do want to check them out, there is a link down below to their website. But as you can see there, I came up against that guy with a pretty nice Russian league team with Obafemi Martins and some other really decent players. So I was a bit worried that I was going to get absolutely destroyed. But I managed to get the 1-0 lead there with Marwan Chamakh nice and early on. But it didn't take him long to fight back and get the equalising goal there to make it 1-0 with Obafemi Martins after just 18 minutes. But I did not want to lose this guy. And almost instantly after the kickoff, I went down the other end and scored an absolute screamer with Javinho. Absolute beauty into the top corner. And that made it 2-1 at half-time. And yeah, nothing really happened in the first half. It was quite a boring one, but then Chamakh properly unleashed himself in the second half and went mental. So here was his second goal of the game, a nice little half volley on the turn into the bottom corner to make it 3-1 after 50 minutes, and then he just carried on. The ball went out, then was passed to, I believe that was Marquisio, then passed again to Walcott, then tramped it across to Chamakh with a nice finish to make his hat-trick already on the 81st minute, but he was nowhere near done. To make it 5-1, he got a lovely header from a corner, and that was his 4th goal of the game, but he still wasn't going to stop there. And then on the 90th minute, I managed to get his 5th goal to make it 6-1, and we had just gone absolutely mental. It was a lucky penalty, but nonetheless, I managed to put it in the back of the net with Chamakh. It bounced off the goalie, but still went in, and that made it 6-1 full-time and 5 goals from Chamakh, which is absolutely beast. The most goals I've scored in one game with him. But we went straight into the next game. Players still had a good amount of fitness, and we came up against this guy who was actually a subscriber, which was quite cool. He sent me a message at the end. He had a decent team with Inform Ronaldinho, Inform Montalivo, Lamella, Robinho, Chiellini, Dede, some absolute beasts, and I was a little bit worried. I thought he was going to give me quite a bit of a challenge, but it was quite a lot easier than I had expected. Now I managed to get the lead here on the 34th minute with Chamakh finessing it into the back of the net quite easily to make it 1-0, and now we're at 33 goals in 24 games with Chamakh, which is pretty beast so far. Then he went pretty much straight down the other end and managed to get a nice goal of Lamella there to make it 1-0, and that was how it was at half time. It was 1-0, basically the same as the last game, but that was his only shot and only shot on target in the whole game, whereas I had 8 shots, so I felt a little bit unjust that he'd actually managed to score and get the equaliser there. But I was desperate for that cross to go to Chamakh. I waited ages to cross it in. Instead it ended up just being a massive tramp to Walcott, but Chamakh kept trying to get some goals. I was having a lot of actual shots instead of headers. He managed to earn himself a penalty there, the second in 2 games, which of course I put away to make it 3-1 and Chamach's second of the game, but he still wasn't going to stop there. He then managed to get the ball back into the box to him, and he got a lovely header to get his hat-trick for the second game running. That's now 8 goals in 2 games, which is absolutely mental, and we won that 4-1. And like I said, that guy is a subscriber. He said Chamakh it in, so hello I burn I if you're watching. Yeah, good game mate. And then I went into this next game against the guy that had a pretty nice looking hybrid. There's Spurs, there's Serie A, there's Balotelli up top, a nice good mix there, and some very good players. And this guy was actually really good to start off with, and then I kind of felt I should have done better, to be honest. He started really well, got a goal in the 3rd minute, and actually managed to get a nice early lead with a great header from Yunus Kabul. And I was a bit frustrated because then almost instantly he went up the pitch and managed to get a second goal on just the 6th minute with El Shawari, and lovely finesse into the top corner. But I was frustrated, but it took me until the 56th minute before anything actually happened. I managed to get a penalty, which of course went to Chamakh, and this was actually his only goal of the game. He smacked it to the left, like all of my penalties so far with him, and did the salmon dive, and that made it 2-1, and that was how it ended. There was nothing really else happening, and I'm now at 36 goals with Chamakh in 26 games, and this guy was also a subscriber, so GGNM Nerd. Thanks always for watching guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.